Hello Pisces, and how are you? Hope you're all well. So a little bit of a different format. It's taking too long to upload where I am, so I thought I'd do this live. It's a little bit speedier and quicker to get this to you. So also using a different format like this. So here is some cards, some messages from the divine, from the universe that I've written down here, which I'm going to pull out one of these. And then I'm going to use my Heart Oracle deck and also my my Druid deck, which I love. I'm really attached to this. I don't change this deck very often because I just feel, you know, quite connected with that deck. So if you're joining us live, you can join in the chat there. That's absolutely fine. Or if you're on catch up, please also put your comments in the comment section below if this resonates with you. Okay. So let's pull out one of these cards first. Okay, so can be any random message here for Pisces. Let's pull in the energies for Pisces. Could we have energies for Pisces for September? September for Pisces. What can be expected for Pisces in September? Is this? I get like a waiting, like a bit of a waiting game. So I don't know whether that's over in September or if that's ongoing. So let's have a look. There's a lot of waiting around as well. With this COVID, I don't really want to mention that because it's a negative energy. So it wants me to pull out a blue one. So I'm going to pull out a blue. Okay. And so let's have a look here what this says. If you can see, I've written on kind of both sides. So let's have a look. I'll read this to you. Okay, it's saying, it's an emotional energy from this. It's time to move on emotionally and letting go. It's going to be, some of you, a little bit tearful, but there's an acceptance that this is not going to work for you. And this, it says here, this could be financial, it could be work, it could be a relationship, it could be a business. It's a realization of letting something go. Now, on the other side of this is you don't feel that you fit in with this situation. And this is not your fault why you don't feel that you fit in. I feel this is, you were placed within this situation as like a scapegoat. And I'm not going on about narcissism, but it just kind of sometimes creep in with my readings. I feel that you may have coped by being the scapegoat. Now, even if you enter a relationship and you meet their family, the in-laws, you know, and you don't know them from Adam, and they can instantly make you the scapegoat for the whole family. You know, they all kind of instantly want to blame everything on someone. So, I mean, good God forbid if you get in-laws like that, that just want to, you know, put all their baggage onto you, and it makes them feel better. But anyway, let's keep tying up loose ends. And I get here, I tried with this situation. I really did try. So this is the energies, very emotional actually energies here for September. I really did try. I did try. The thing is with this message, this was not your fault. You know, some people just can't help themselves, and you may get an expert at this, and I hope you do get an expert at this. That when you meet somebody, you will instantly detect that they're going to place you in that kind of, I'm going to deflect everything onto, whether that's the workplace, you know, the manager, the your work colleagues, or whether wherever this is, whether, like I said, whether this is in-laws or a partner, even a partner. I feel that someone here never took the blame for anything, and always blamed others, and that's a big red flag. That's a big red flag. If somebody just does not, even children, you know, your children. So let's look into this. So what have we got for September? Because although this sounds a little bit emotional, I feel this is something that's going to elevate you in letting this go, and kind of realizing, you know, this wasn't my fault. It's really sad that there are people out there that need somebody to blame in life, and I feel this is what this is. And I don't know why I'm getting this. It's like arcing to the past, but I seem to be going back to like the 1930s, and when there was lots of troubles and recessions and all this kind of thing. And it's coming through the energy here from Spirit that if you went back to like when there was real problems, when people really did struggle in like the recession, and there was real starvation and people just could not get any food, you would see the blame game going on there. If you could transport yourself to a family, a large family in who's living in poverty in the 1930s, you would see the blame, everyone blaming each other, and this is where it stems from. Nobody wants to take responsibility, or nobody's really able to take responsibility of what's happening around them, because it's out of control. So I don't know why that came through, but it came through spiritually that you know, this end game here, it's not your fault. I just feel it's a cultural thing, but it's something that some families have held on to over the generations. You know, it's not my fault, it's his fault, and had their struggles, that this has just been passed down. And this is an indication also of the kind of you know, background that they come from, maybe a working class, poor, poverty-stricken background, that they had to survive and blame others and try to relinquish the responsibility. So it's kind of, I see that as a big red flag. So anyway, let's pull out some cards here. I don't know why that came through, but that came through. And clearly I can feel this like very poverty-stricken 1930s image here of a huge family, all kind of sleeping in one room. And anyway, so I get detach. Detach is the first card. Now, detach, it may not be a bad card. Detach is, and also letting go of this stuff. It's letting go. and detaching from times gone by, really, times gone by. Spiritually, I'm going to let this go. Because it's like saying to yourself here, I'm not to blame for this, so I'm just going to let this go. And I think you could even pinpoint it to some issues that someone else is having to deal with. And we've all been in that situation in the workplace, trying to point all the blame to you, or in a kind of in a relationship, even in any kind of situation. It's like, I have you releasing this dove and letting this go and detaching yourself here from this situation, whatever situation this is. And this will bring you peace, is not taking the responsibility for this and not taking this on board and letting this go. And letting this go. This is what I get. And becoming the master of your own heart. Protecting your heart and being a master of your own heart. And it's easier said than done to have this ability to, just when somebody attacks you and blames you in whatever manner, to let it go. Because saying this, these women that used to take blame years ago, years and years ago, for everything that was going wrong in life, they had this ability, and this is coming through, to get a hard kind of shell. No, just to let it go. Well, that person, has no money. They're struggling. They can't even afford food. I can understand why they're shouting and blaming, but and kind of finding it easier to let go, because it's all about survival and looking after your own heart without being selfish in a way. So seems to be something that I'm finding very interesting that's coming through here from Spirit. Now, and this is very much, it reflects your ancestry. As I said, all this blame game, and putting down, and you get this in Italian families, don't you? It's like, I'll always put you down, slapping you across the head, and all this kind of thing. And this runs through generations. But it's okay. It's just the way it is. It is what it is. But what I'm getting with this energy, I don't know. It's kind of letting this kind of generation go, letting this spiritual that's passed on from grandmas, granddads, grandparents, ancestry. Times have changed. We don't share 10 people to one bedroom, and being evicted out on the streets and that kind of thing. So why should we feel this this energy of, because somebody else in the workplace has got all this ancestry and being taught in this way of blame shifting, and blaming everyone else, including you. Okay. And getting the gossip going and the flying monkeys, and it's And they didn't have television in them days either. I'm not trying to bore you with this history, but this is coming through. You know, not everybody's got that, or not everybody. Some people have let go of that era and been taught in that way. Because in September, I feel there is a well-deserved reward for you. A well-deserved reward in September. But it's learning this skill. It's learning this skill to, as I said, with this blue card here, it's time to move on emotionally, okay, and stop being tearful over these ridiculous blame shifting that comes from I get a different era. It's a spiritual, and if you can see that in people who do have flying monkeys, and so, well, it comes from years gone by when they were in survival mode. And I'm just going to let this go, and I'm going to go for this well-deserved reward here. I feel that you are on your way to healing yourself. Now, it's not easy to work this out. It can take a lifetime to work this out, to become evolved in this way. Oh, I know where this comes from. I know why my father used to, not my father as per se, but my father was a gentleman, but anybody's parents, I understand why they used to yell, they used to shout. Comes from way back when that they had to be like this, you know. I'm letting this go because I'm not to blame for when my father worked at, or my grandparents worked down the pit, and they had only one loaf of bread per week to live on. Just for instance, it's like that cultural thing that's passed down. Don't be greedy. Don't be selfish. Share with people. I think it's great to share. I do feel it's good to share. But I feel once you let this go, because I feel at some point this may have been painful for you. If I feel it could have even been a partner introduced to a very kind of close-knit in-laws, and not ever being able to, oh, you're a stranger coming into our family. Some families are like that. We're not even going to allow you in. In fact, we're going to blame you for everything that goes on. So letting this go, and I keep saying letting these go, because you see the heal card, this healing card is releasing yourself from these chains, releasing yourself from these chains. And in September, if you can crack this, you are going to blossom, okay? If you can learn this skill, you are going to blossom. Now, why didn't our grandparents teach us this? You know, they may have said, don't take any notice, you know, they're just ranting, they're just venting. And, you know, but as a child, you do take notice, don't you? It can be quite scary, but maybe these are the chains of being shackled to ancestry. And I feel you can detach, but also I feel that you can still be giving and receiving to these people. And you can still be kind, you can still show you care. But I feel that I just feel for some of you, you may be very tired of this. You know, it's like, I didn't do anything. I've not done anything to now I'm going to go into a darker side here, because this could be you were a very, you know, this was going into the past where things were blossoming for you and doing very well in your working career, and you entered a family like this, which was through either a partnership or marriage, and they were. I just get this energy of there was lots of, you know, who the hell do you think you are, you know, and you need bringing down off your pedestal and knocking off your pedestal and get off your soapbox and all this kind of thing. I don't feel you understood this energy because she was an outsider. You was an outsider looking into this, which was, you know, like I said, it was something learned over many, many generations. I get like an exasperation of I don't want this anymore. I want to get back to being where I felt I was blossoming, and I didn't have this energy, this dark energy, where I felt that, and with this blue card that I got, that you didn't feel as if you fitted in. And, you know, you were starting to be the scapegoat for everyone's problems. So if that's the case, then you can still be caring and sharing to the situation, but you know, letting this go and saying it is what it is. Whether you leave a situation, breaking yourself from these chains definitely affected you in a way. Definitely affected you, but this was not your fault right from the beginning with this blue card here. This was never your fault. Never your fault. I mean, how can anybody take the blame for everybody, or even just one person? You can't. And this was never your fault. This is what I'm getting. So you could win or you could lose. Now, for some of you, you're looking at leaving a situation, either a job, a relationship, or just maybe cutting ties here. But there's this energy of you could win or you could lose. You could, you know, look, this may be the wrong decision to do this, but it also may be a path towards happiness that I deserve, because I get this is on crowning this reading. It's a well-deserved reward. I feel you will get this reward if you do break the chains of this. But in your mind, you're thinking in September, if I do leave this situation, I could win or I could lose, but I won't know until I've tried, kind of thing. And I feel I get like there is a disappointment, because I felt here that you felt that you had so much hope in this, whether this is work or whatever this is. You felt you had so much hope, so much clarity. You know, when you met this person or whatever this is, you had so much hope. If it's family members, but this is like deep kind of dissatisfaction in a way. Yeah, not fitting in. You could win or lose now. Spirit is saying it's time to change your focus away from that. It's time to change your focus away from this, because you've already broken the chains, you've already let go, you're protecting your heart, and you know you could win or lose, and it's time to take your mind off this now onto a more kind of positive path, because I feel you will confront this. I feel you may have your last say here and confront this. and say your piece, because I get like not in a confrontational way, but I get like a confronting this, confronting that this has hurt you, this did hurt you, and this really disappointed you, and maybe you will confront this person or these people and get back to nurturing yourself here. Get back to nurturing yourself. Wow, this is a very clear message, isn't it, Pisces? Yeah, very clear message. I think this is something that a lot of us, no matter what sign we are, go through. But in September, it looks like you're on your way to putting this into the past, letting this go, learning this skill of not really taking these people or these situations seriously, and looking at it with pity in a way that these people or this person, whoever this is, had to take this action against you to make them feel better about themselves. And this is it. Like I said, it can be anyone in your life, and it's kind of like, what do I do with this information? First of all, detaching yourself, because you do deserve happiness. You're going to give yourself chance of happiness here, but you could win or you could lose. Okay, that's how you're feeling in September. Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, Pisces, I'm sending you lots of healing with that, and I'm sorry you felt that way, if you felt that it was all your fault when really it wasn't all your fault. Okay, so I want to just look at our reading here for, let's have a look here. What's happening in September? Let's go deeper with this. So that's like the base of this reading. Tying up these loose ends and saying to yourself, oh, I really, really did try. I really did try. And sometimes you can try and you can try and you can try until you wear yourself down and you can't try, you kind of can't try anymore, and you actually give up. And this can be in a work situation. It can be, like I said, in-laws, or it could be a partner, and it could be your own family. And you can keep trying, and you can keep knocking on that door, and you can keep trying, and it just nothing ever kind of works. So I feel that's a big indication that you've been chosen as like the chosen one to blame for everything. Okay. And it's like letting this go and tying up these loose ends, and let me find something that I am going to fit into, and something that I am going to feel accepted. Okay, so let's pull out another card. Sitting on the fence in September. Okay. Which road do I go? Well, this is a bit of a luxury in a way. It's like you're not either going to cut this off or go down this new road. You're going to just sit there for a while before you make that decision. So this is where you are in September. It's like I kind of know what's going on here behind the scenes, but what I will do is just sit here for a while before I make so I get used to the idea. It's like not just leaping in. So I get used to the idea of what really has happened here, that this wasn't my fault. Now I do get another stab, like a stab in the back here. This stab in the back will be, how many times is this person going to do this? Yeah, stab in the back. Somebody stabbed you in the back, and I feel this was a relationship. I'm picking up a relationship here, but it's in reverse. This happy course of this relationship is temporarily disrupted. Somebody, I feel this person stabbed you in the back and did not serve you as they should have served you. And this is what this is about. It's either a partnership of some kind. So, for some of you, not all of you, okay. So, and we get the Ten of Cups. This could also be family around you. Family around you. It could even be people that you were close to that stabbed you in the back. I would certainly put this down to, if this has happened to you, where it's people that are close to you, that's supposed to love you, I would put this down to a learned kind of pattern from years gone by. I'm not saying that you should accept it. I'm saying that you should look at it like this, that, you know, this is something that happens in families that were living in poverty, had to survive, and they just stabbed each other in the back to actually survive. It's a survival kind of mechanism. And if you've, you may have been introduced into this, and it's kind of a bizarre way of living, but you are seeing this for what it is and waking up to, I see why this is. And when, you know, sometimes when you smile, you're happy, and that kind of thing, and things are going well for you, these types of family just try to knock you down, back down again. And again, I get this is not your fault, okay? This is what you're going to let go of in September. You're just going to sit on the fence and observe this for a while longer to make sure, to actually make sure. Now, the Nine of Cups is suppressed kind of anger in a way. It's suppressed because they feel that observing you being happy and content, it's in reverse. It's suppressed anger that is being revealed, and it's a superficial release. But this superficial release is on you. You know, it's to you. It's not a superficial release. To you, this is hurtful, and they see it as a superficial release. And, oh, I didn't mean anything by it. Oh, well, I did because I was blaming you and it was your fault, but it wasn't your fault really. All I was doing is getting things off my chest. But anyway, it was your fault and I just wanted to take it out on someone. So I get here heartbreak because heartbreak. Heartbreak. I feel, I just feel you're going to have to follow your own heart. Follow your own heart. I feel that you've had your heart broken by this situation, and somebody's not putting the effort. You've put in the effort, and I guess this is not your standard, is it? This is not your standards. And, you know, you expect, if you put in the effort and the kindness and you're giving, and all this does is brings out resentment from others and jealousy because you're able to do this, then you're either in the wrong job or you're in the wrong kind of relationship or situation. Because this is like, in a way, it's making you feel trapped. It's making you feel trapped, and it's awful to feel trapped in a workplace when this is going on. This is saying in September, you will get over these obstacles in September. You will get over these obstacles. I feel you are going to look at a more peaceful way of living, and this means opening your eyes to this release of tension, this release of suppressed anger, this release of frustration upon you. And it's like, I'm not doing this anymore. It's like you are not going to do this anymore. It could be work, partnership, family, all this kind of thing. And it's like letting this go and detaching yourself from this. And like I said, for some reason, I get like ancestry. This is like being passed down. It may be something you don't understand because it hurts you when this happens. You know, it's painful when this person does, or these people do this to you. And it's like, I don't fully understand it, where it's coming from. Where is this aggression coming from? Where is this? Why do I get the blame for everything when I'm just being kind and just being helpful and just being just me? Why is that causing resentment? So it's opening your eyes to this and saying, no more of this, no more of this. I see it for what it is. It is what it is, but do I want to live and breathe this every single day? So let's just pull out some more cards to finish here for you. Okay. This is like a little bit of an epiphany, but it's also you elevating yourself higher than these low vibrational attitudes, and kind of cementing that in a way. I don't fit in with, or you're thinking you don't fit in with these low vibrational people, and you think, well, they're intelligent, how can they be like that? But they haven't evolved like you, and they're still carrying on this tradition of when years gone by, when there was poverty and there was, you know, reason to be in survival mode. You're going to take the lead here of your own life. Take the lead. And not only that, this is a big learning curve for you. Teach, you're learning, and also you can teach others about this. You can teach others about your journey. And taking the lead for allowing your own dreams to come true. So if you've got these negative energies around you, they're going to stop you from gaining these, changing your focus, as I said at the beginning. Changing your focus of changing your focus away from these negativities and looking at your own success and your own growth, not in a way of competing, in a way of finding peace and harmony within your life. That for you is success. But you are still going to share your love, and you are going to share your heart, but not so much to these people who are not going to accept that, okay? And you're going to trust in yourself and trust that everything will be okay. But you are going to learn the skill of detachment and letting go. And trust in the future that this is going to be a good move for you. I move more towards love, pure love. And this love is love towards yourself and taking care of you and yourself here, not in a selfish way, but putting yourself first here instead of at the bottom of the pile, okay? Instead of you always coming last here, this is going to be you, you know, you're still going to be caring and sharing. You can't stop being like that. I feel there's more opening up as well with you and telling your truth. I feel you may say something like, you know, I found it difficult to be in, you know, working with these people, or I found it difficult to be around this person. I felt that this person was blaming me and or you for everything, and I just couldn't cope with this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to be free from this. I feel that you will open up to this and say, I did try. I tried to do this. And this is your closure. You don't need closure from these people. The closure you've got from these other people or this other person or whatever this is that they couldn't get over themselves, that it was just all about them, and if anything went wrong, it was all your fault. And it wasn't your fault. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you. Hope that resonated with you. If it did, and you would like to put your comments down below how this resonated and share with the community, please do. Okay. And also, if you find my readings helpful and healing, if you'd like to support my channel by buying me a pot of tea, a pot of English tea, I've actually put that in the description box at the bottom. And also, if you'd like your own personal reading, I've also put the email address too in the description box at the bottom. Thank you, everyone, and lots of love, lots of healing, and bye for now. Bye-bye.